Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're joining me this today. And my name is Mordecai Orimiladeye, and you're welcome to the August edition of our monthly webinar on Top Club. Top Club is the acronym for Teens on Purpose, and it's an organization committed to raising an army of purpose-driven leaders who will become agents of positive change. We don't just serve teenagers, we serve young adults. If you are between the ages of 15 and 29, uh, we are here for you. We are committed to helping you discover your purpose, align yourself to your purpose, and work towards the discovery of purpose. And this webinar is one of the ways we serve you to help you work as you navigate your journey through life. And tonight's session is very important. We'll be talking about uh, navigating life after school, navigating life after school. And it's important because some of you that are watching this, maybe you are currently in the university, or you're about graduating, or some of you have even just recently graduated, or you have been in the professional world for some years now. Whichever stage you are currently, this session is for you, and you'll be learning how you can navigate life after school so that you can walk towards the fulfillment of God's purpose for your life. So if you're excited to be in tonight's session, let me know in the chat box. I'll be checking. My name is Mordecai Orimiladeye, and I'm the founder of Things on Purpose International, and I'm glad to have each and every one of you here. So if you can hear me, if you can see me clearly, let me know in the chat box as we get started. It's going to be a great session. You'll be learning. Your confusion is ending. Most of you that need clarity as you navigate through life, you will gain that clarity tonight. So I'm excited about this session, and if you're excited, let me know in the chat box. Let me know if you are ready to learn. Also, any member of Top Club here, just share this link so that everyone can know that we are live. And it's time to learn how each and every one of you can navigate life after school. And personally, I've been able to navigate life after school. I graduated in 2018. I studied agricultural engineering at the Federal University of Technology, Akure. And I graduated in October 2018. And in the last few years, about 6 or 7 years now, I've been able to work in alignment with my purpose, work towards the fulfilling my destiny. I've been able to learn skills, build relationship, and many other things. And uh, I'll be sharing some of those things tonight. I've been able to navigate my journey, and I'm still navigating because the goal is it's a journey. There's no destination, right? It's a journey, and I've been navigating the journey. I'm learning, I'm improving, and some of the insight I've learned so far since I graduated in 2018, I'll be sharing some of them with you tonight, and I hope and I believe that it's going to give some clarity. And most people, after graduating from school, or when they're almost graduating from school, they're usually confused and scared. Some have anxiety that, oh, what does life hold for me, right? I'll be guiding you tonight so that you can learn how you can, whichever stage you are, you will learn how you can navigate this journey, right? Navigate life after school. Some of you have to invite your friends. You have to share this link on your WhatsApp status, send this to a friend of yours that just graduated, or even just gotten admission to school, or even been unemployed or confused about life in general. This session is going to bless them. And I won't just be speaking for just head knowledge. I'll be speaking from experience. I'll be sharing practical insights that will guide you as you navigate life after school. So let me know how excited you are. Good evening. Blessing, thank you for joining. And I can see other people are joining. Thank you all for joining tonight. And get your notepad ready. And as I speak, don't just write things, right? Start writing things that you're going to apply immediately, because I'll make sure it's practical enough, and I'm sure your life will be transformed, certainly. So, like I said, I graduated in 2018. I studied engineering, and if you know my story, I studied engineering not because uh, I am passionate about engineering. I studied engineering because I have uncles who are engineers, and they were making money. I love the prestige given to engineers. I just admire the how it feels that calling you engineer Mordecai. Some of you, you go into a course, you went to study a particular course in school because of maybe you're looking for a course that can bring money. Some of you because of this prestige, right? But after discovering purpose, uh, it changed my perspective. Although I went through school, I studied engineering, I graduated as one of the top in my department, I didn't let because I later started discovering myself while I was in school, more about myself, stop me from saying, okay, I must drop out. So some of it are here that think school is a scam. No, school is not a scam, right? There are valuable lessons. There are roles it plays, all right? I know there's different thoughts one way or the other in different ways, but that doesn't come mean school is a scam, right? And I'm sure everyone here values education. Education is very important, and I'll be sharing you more about that. So in the last few years, uh, after I graduated from the university, I became more intentional about what I was called to do, about my vision for life, and I've been able to bet different things along the journey, work in alignment with my destiny. It has not been easy to be. I can tell you the fact I've gone through a lot of challenges, and I can tell you in advance, you guys are going to go through challenges too as you navigate this journey. But it's going to be worth it because there are valuable things that will help you and guide you through life, right? So I want to start by asking this question: what stage are you currently in your journey? I want someone to leave, put a comment in the chat box. What stage are you currently in your journey? What stage are you currently in your journey? Are you just going into the university? Are you maybe your 200 level, 300 level, 500 level, or maybe almost graduating? Have you just graduated from university? Maybe you are doing your NYC probably, or maybe uh, you've already started working, you're done with NYC, you already start working, or you are still confused, you are out of school for some time. Just let me know in the comment section. Let me know what stage are you currently in your journey. So if you're watching this replay, just let me know what stage are you currently in your journey. And I ask that question so that I'll be able to be more specific in my examples or everything I'm going to use. Also, I want to ask you that what scares you most about life after school? What scares you most about life after school? Right. What scares you most about life after school? Is it the prayer? Because I can tell you there's prayer, actually. Prayer from family, prayer from the bills you have to pay, prayer as regards your career decision. What should I do? And is it not funny? You should go to school. After graduating from school, you shouldn't be asking or keep bothering about what should I do with my life. Because what is the essence of school? What is the essence of education, actually? Right? The idea is that before you even go into the school, you're supposed to have discovered yourself, discovered your purpose. And the purpose of education or academics is to actually help you develop what you've discovered, help you develop the skills and talent that will help you actualize that purpose and work towards your vision. So even before going to university, even before going to university, you should have discovered an idea of your purpose, your direction, because your purpose determines the course you study in school, right? But in the world we have today, and even in Nigeria specifically, there are many people that are in school are just in school because maybe parents force them to be in school. I know some of you are like that. Maybe your mom forced you that you must study a particular course. Some of you you are currently studying a course for a wrong reason, and now you are in the midst of it and you are angry, tired, depressed, not happy about what you are studying. So this section is also for you because even though you are studying what you don't want to study, that doesn't mean you must drop out. See it through. But as you walk through that journey in school, you must keep working towards discovering more about yourself, which I will share shortly, and then start taking steps towards it, even while in school. So even though I was studying engineering, right, agricultural engineering, something I was not passionate about, but I still aim to become the top in my department, graduate with excellence, read my books, do all those things. Why still having time to do other things in line with what I've discovered about myself or discovering about myself, right? So this is an answer to some people question, maybe about dropping out because they don't know the course you are doing. See it through, right? If you can change it, fine. If you can change it, see it through. But why you are doing that, make sure you start taking courses, learning skills, preparing, reading other materials that are related to your destiny while still juggling both, right? And as you work towards, so that when you, by the time you're done with school, you'll not be confused, you'll have gained clarity. And that what helped me because while I was in university, I already know that I'm never going to become an engineer. Like, even though I'm going to graduate as an engineer, I'm never going to work with this. Is this not my career path? I'm not going to use it, right? And for the past 6 years or 7 years I've graduated, I've not used it, right? And so, but because I started discovering myself, knowing more about myself, while in school, I started preparing myself for for what I'll do after school. So if you're still in school, don't wait till when you graduate to start preparing yourself for life after school. While in school, is it time before you get into school, know where you are going because where you are going determines what you do, the course you study. Now, while you are in school, if you're already in school and you're studying something already, start preparing for life after school. Don't wait till you graduate before you start asking questions that what will I do with my life? No, right? But if you have graduated now, right, there's still I'll still share some things with you tonight and that can help you and guide you as you navigate life after school. So Bimsola is saying, I just finished my BSc. That's great, basic program. That's great. Yeah, so I'm sure you benefit greatly from tonight's session. So without wasting time, this topic is important. Navigating life after school. It's important because finishing school is not the finish line, it's the starting point of real life. Finishing school is not the finish line, right? It's the starting point of a real life. Most of you think when you finish school, it's over. No, it's just the beginning. You're just getting started. In school, you were focused on passing exams, writing tests, just scaling through every semester. And you think when you finish school, maybe all those things ends. In fact, when you finish school, the real exam just started. And this one is not judged by grades or any other thing. In fact, this one doesn't have the exams after school, right? When you leave school, the test will come for sure. Exam will keep coming. And this one will help you to test who you truly are. The test and challenges, the test and exam you are running away from school, you are going to face even more when you finish school. I'm telling you the truth, right? You're going to face more when you finish school. So don't think that you are escaping from one, right? In fact, the one outside school is even more than the one in school. You get the point of what I'm saying? So you're going to face more tests, you're going to face different exams at different levels. And I'm not talking about exams, I'm talking about life tests, challenges of life, exams of life that will require you to pass, not a teacher need to mark you, but it requires you to pass to go to the next stage or level or stage of your life, right? So uh, finish school is not the finish line; it's just a starting point to real life. You must understand that. Some of you think you're going to relax and say, now I'm done with school. Now it's over. No, it's just the beginning. Also, school prepare you for exam, but life after school will test your character. It will test your resilience. It will test your vision. The question now is that, are you ready? And this session tonight will help you get ready for this life after school. So very quickly, let me start by saying this. As you navigate through life, foundation is very important. The foundation you build as you join through life determines how far you go. As you navigate life after school, the foundation you build determines how far you go. Most of you didn't start by building the right foundation before you get into school. And that's why you are confused about what should I do now that I'm done with school. So there's a part in the scripture that says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Yeah. Building the right foundation is important if you want to navigate life. If you want to navigate life after school, building the right foundation is very important. If you don't, anything you don't sacrifice to build, you will pay for it later. Imagine you don't sacrifice to build the right foundation, maybe when you are building a structure, maybe a skyscraper, you just build a shallow foundation. What will happen? At the end of the day, it will crumble. So any foundation you don't pay the price to build now, one way or the other, you will pay for it later. And that's why it's important. You didn't build the foundation before going to university. Some of you have not built the you're not building the foundation as you're in your university currently or whatever school you are currently. Now that you are done with school, now is the time to build the foundations. The foundation. I remember when I was done with school, I had to sit down and start asking myself questions about the foundations. And I will share some of the two major foundations, right? And then after sharing this foundation, I'll not tell you how you can start building that foundation as you navigate your life journey. And I'm telling you, I'm going to learn a lot from this session, and I'll be sharing my personal journey too. So I said foundation is very important. It determines how far you go and how far you grow. Foundation is very important. It determines how far you go and how far you grow. So as you are done with your university now or polytechnic or college of education, it's time to start building the right foundation that will determine how far you go. Because you have spent maybe 4 years, 5 years, or you study medicine, 7 years in the university. Now that's great. But now life's journey has no, you keep going till you die. That's the idea. So the foundation you build now determines how far you go. So I don't know how your last 4 years or 5 years in the university has been, but now it's not too late to start building the right foundation now because the journey is still far. You may be 21 years old when you graduated, or 22 or 20 or 25, whatever stage you are, or whichever age you are currently, right? You need the right foundation to build as you navigate the remainder of your life. You didn't build it before you go into university. Now is time to start building it. Foundation is very important. Foundation is very important. So, what is the foundation? I'll share two of the foundation, then I'll now share other insights with you. The first foundation you must build is that you must understand your identity and purpose. You must understand your identity and purpose. That's very important. That's the first thing. Before you start saying, I want to get a, most people when they graduate from school, the first thing they think that, how can I get a job? Right? Some people think that, how can I get married? Some people is thinking that, how can I design a CV? That's not the first thing to. That's not what to start with. You started wrongly before you go into this university. You are done with university now. Don't start that way again. Try to rush things. Initially, you are saying, okay, let me study medicine, is popular. Let me study engineering, is popular. Let me study law, is popular. But now, you did it building on the wrong foundation in the beginning. Now you are done with school. Start by building on the right foundation. And the first foundation you should build it on is understanding your purpose and identity. Is very important because it determines everything. It determines everything. You are asking questions about what should I do in my life now because you didn't start by building the foundation initially. By the time I was done with school, I already have direction of where I'm going to. In fact, when I was in school, I was studying, right? But I knew that Mordecai, you're not going to study, you're not going to work with, you're not going to use this engineering course you study to work. I knew already. So when I was in school, because I knew because I understand my identity, understand my purpose, and because I understand my identity, while I was in school, even though I was not really interested in the course I was studying, or I know I'm not going to use it, like in career wise, I still graduated as one of the top because I knew that my identity is excellence. So as I'm in this school, I must portray excellence because I'm going to use that excellence in other areas of my life that I'm called for or that I'm going to work in. Do you get the point of what I'm saying? So you must understand your identity. Who are you really? You must know that you are created by God. You are created to shine your light. You must understand that you have creative abilities. You must understand that you are unique. And this is very important. Your identity talk about the core of who you are. You must understand that you are a success. You must start seeing yourself as God sees you. That's your identity. Because some of you now, I graduated with second class upper, right? Most people graduated with second class, lower, third class. That doesn't mean you are a failure in life. Because some of you failed an exam throughout my school, although I didn't carry any course, but I have friends who carried course or people I know that carried course, but still come out great in life. So that you carry course in school doesn't mean you are a failure. That you failed exam or failed any test doesn't mean you are a failure. That you graduated with second class lower or third class or you whatever it is, that doesn't define you. That's not your identity. You must not define yourself based on the grade you have in school or the grade came out with, right? You must define yourself based on who God says you are. That's the first thing. Because no matter how you build, if you see yourself as a failure, if you see yourself as I'm a mistake, if you see yourself as you can't go far, that's what no matter what you build as you navigate your life after school, you are going to end up a failure because that's how you see yourself. How you see yourself determines how you engage this world. How you see yourself determines when you go for job interviews, how you see yourself determines how you portray yourself in those job interviews. I remember when at the beginning, before I started building my businesses and companies, I went for some job interviews. But while I was going for those job interviews, I didn't go as a failure. I didn't go because I want to gain their money. I went for job interviews knowing fully well that I want to provide solutions to this company. I have value that can give this company. You must see, people will know who you truly are by the way you communicate yourself. But how you communicate yourself starts from how you see yourself. Your identity is a success. You are created to be a success. You are created to offer value. You carry value inside of you. You must start with that. No matter what you went through in school, maybe you didn't make friends, people left you, you scored low grades. That shouldn't define you. You will have to suffer through school. That shouldn't define you. Your identity will be based on who God says you are, and you are a success. You are not a failure trying to succeed. You are a success working out your success. That's the first thing. Understand your identity, right? Who you truly are. Understand it. That I am great. Don't see yourself you are trying to be great. See yourself as a great person. Don't see yourself as someone that is want to look for a job. See yourself as someone that want to provide solutions, someone that want to give value. Change the way you see yourself as you navigate your life after school. It's important. Start it. Some of you have to use affirmations, saying great things about yourself, reading the scriptures, discovering more about yourself to know who you truly are, and tell yourself who you are. I'm a light, I shine, I'm a problem solver. When you go for NYC, I remember when I went for NYC in a village in River State. When I got to that village, it's called Ataba. I got there, I saw the problems there. I knew that Monica, you are here to shine your light because I know who I am. When other coppers or youth coppers were crying and bothered about the conditions in that place, I know who I am. I know Monica, you're here to bring light. It starts with understanding your identity, who you truly are, and you are who God says you are. Spend time, read the scriptures, right? Discover more about yourself. Take personality tests, know more about yourself. It will help you engage as you navigate life after school. Also, you must understand your identity and purpose. It's important to understand purpose. Most of you, it's important to discover your purpose before choosing a career or choosing a course to study. Most of you didn't do that in the beginning, and that's why you are paying the price now. But it's not too late. It's time to start knowing, ask yourself, what is my purpose in life? What am I here to do? Your purpose talks about what you are created to do, why you exist. And it determines your purpose determines the course you study in school. It determines the relationship you keep. It determines what you spend your time doing. Your purpose determines many things about your life. So if you have not discovered your purpose before, now that you're done with school, it's not too late. Time to sit down and discover your purpose. Without it, life after school feels like wandering. Many people are wandering through life. They are doing this, jumping from one thing to another because they don't know purpose. They don't discover why they're in this world. Right? So if you don't discover your purpose, you keep wondering. Most of you wander throughout your university days. You are going to wander through your life after school if you don't discover your purpose. So please don't just rush and start applying for jobs. Don't just rush and start submitting CVs or thinking of getting married or doing all these things. Sit down and understand your identity. Spend time with yourself. You have to know yourself to grow yourself. Knowing yourself determines how you navigate life's journey. You stop comparing yourself with other people if you are clear and understand who you are, your identity, and why you are here, your purpose. Most of you, you see that you start seeing your friend going. Some of my friends in university, they went for masters abroad. Some of them, I saw their pictures, but I was okay because I know this is not my path. They are interested in engineering. They are ready to go further in it, but no. So I was not bothered about seeing them everywhere, traveling, going to further their academics because I was telling my friend that imagine me going to further in agriculture engineering. What I was not interested in, no. So I couldn't compare myself with them because I know where I was going. I have a purpose. I know I understand who I truly am. So some of you, if you don't sit down, understand your purpose and identity, you keep comparing yourself with others. You keep feeling envious, and you not go far if you feel that way. That's why it's important to sit down first after your university. Sit down first. Spend time with yourself. Understand your identity. Understand your purpose. I have different videos on this channel that talk about how you can discover your purpose. But let me just give you a few things. Uh, Purpose gives direction to every decision. Every decision you make after your university, there will be different decisions you have to make. Where should I stay? I remember that time I was saying, should I go to travel back to Ondo State, where I'm from? Should I stay back in River State, where I served? Should I travel to Lagos State to push house that? But what guided my decision is because I understand purpose. That I didn't go to my dad is a pastor, right? I could have gone to his travel to Ondo to start working with him to build the church. My mom has a school in Ondo State. I would have gone to Ondo State to start working with her to maybe manage the school. I would have stayed back in River State where there's also opportunities. I remember after my university, after my NYC in 2020, I was interviewed by a Dubai company, right, to work with them to do something. Someone referred me to it. After I passed the interview, I was even given my employment letter. But after I read everything, after I thought about everything, I knew that Monica, this not if I do this, I'm going far away from my destiny. It's not it's not taking me towards my purpose and vision for life. So I declined. It was difficult. Imagine 2 months after you finished NYC and you got a job, but you declined from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, right? But you decline because I know I have a direction, I have a purpose, and this is not in line with my purpose. So start by understanding your purpose, start by understanding your identity. And I will say that how can you begin discovering your purpose? Ask God, sit down and ask God, seek guidance. Some of you do when you're in school, you don't have time to pray, you're always jumping from one course to another, MTS 101, Physics 101. Now sit down and spend time with God, ask God for direction. He will point out things. Now you have time. At least before you NYC or before you start doing other things, spend time asking God, what is he will show it, he will show it to you. Ask God. He will give you pictures. He will paint bodies in your heart. He will give you ideas, right? You spend time reading his word, spend time praying, spend time. Don't just spend time watching movies that it's time to be free and enjoy yourself. No. I remember after I graduated, I moved to Lagos, and the first 3 months or 4 months, I spent time praying, just asking God. I know where I'm going, but just clarity. I was asking God for direction. Like, how should I go about this? So please spend time praying, right? Ask God for direction. Ask God to show you what He has created you to do. Read His word. You will have more insight. So also, what problem are you wired to solve? That's how you can know your purpose again. What problems are you wired to solve? Right? What problems are you wired to solve? There's something that when you see a problem, you are drawn to it. For me, it's teenagers. For me, it's productivity. Like if I see someone that waste time or procrastinate, I'm drawn to it. How can I help them? What problem are you drawn to? For me, like there are different things you are drawn to. Ask yourself, what problem are you drawn to? Is a pointer to your purpose. Also, what are your gifts, talents, and passion? Your gifts and talents are pointed to your purpose. This is time for you to take stock of your gift. There are courses you study in school that you know that you were interested in these courses. I was not interested in some courses in school, MTS, all this. I had to memorize everything. But there are courses like entrepreneurship, right? Some other courses that I was interested in school when I was in university. I was so interested in it. It's a pointer to what I am interested in, my talents and my gifts. So your talents and gifts are pointed to your purpose. So it's time to take stock of your talents and gifts. They are pointers to your purpose. Also, your passion, they can lead to your purpose. What do you have intense desire for? What are you passionate about? What problem are you passionate about solving? Who are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? And let me tell you something about passion. The root word for passion is from a Latin word, and it means suffering. If you are not ready to suffer for something, you are not passionate about that thing. Some of you are passionate about public speaking, but are you willing to pay the price to spend hours mastering that skill? Some of you are passionate about children. Some of you are passionate about teenagers, but teenagers come with different issues too on their own. Are you so passionate about them that you are ready to endure the issues that come from your passion? It proves that you are passionate about something. So if you are passionate about something and you can't suffer for that thing, it shows you're not passionate about it. So ask yourself, what are you passionate about? And you can suffer for that thing. You can enjoy the suffering that will comes from even pursuing that part, right? What are you passionate about? Some of you have to start checking out your passion now, because some passion that you call passion, they're not your passion, because you can't really suffer for it. You will give up easily. Also, ask yourself, what do people often come to me for? What do people often come to me for? When I was in school, people come to me for advice. People come to me to guide them towards goal setting. People come to me for different things, and those things are pointed to what I was created to do. Because you will always attract who you are. You get the point of what I'm saying. So, what do people come to you for? Some people come to you for how do I look, or fashion, whatever it is for you, right? And also, what bodies do you carry? I carry bodies for teenagers. I carry bodies for young people, right? What bodies do you carry? Is a pointer to what your purpose can be. So, life after school is not about survival; it's about impact. Don't just ask what job can I get. Ask what problem can I solve. The problem you're trying to solve is a pointer to your purpose. You get what I'm saying? So that's the first foundation. And there are various spheres of influence. I will not talk about that one now, but blast about it. Spheres of influence, and see which one you are drawn to, which one that what you carry can function in, can be expressed in. We have the faith, we have the business, we have the art and entertainment, we have the family, we have the education, right? So think about it. What more spheres of influence? Blast about spheres of influence. It can give you of how you can express that purpose you have discovered. So please stop waiting for how can I know my purpose? What problem are you drawn to? What are you passionate about? They are all pointers to your purpose. Second foundation. The first foundation is understand your identity and purpose. The second foundation is craft a vision. You need a vision. A vision is a clear picture of your preferred future. What can you see ahead? You are done with school now, right? Now, based on the purpose you have discovered about yourself, now what can you see ahead? What is the vision you have for life? It's important that you have a vision. You can't just go through after school, start wondering about. No, you must go. I remember someone reached out to me. She just graduated from school. I was saying that I want to get a job for 2 months before I do. I'm saying, God, that's not. It shows you don't have a vision. What is your vision? How can you say you want to get a job for 2 months and then move to something else? No, you need a vision. Craft a vision for your life. Craft a vision. A vision provides a roadmap. It provides something to look up to or look forward to. A vision is a clear picture of your preferred future. Life after school is full of options. See, when you leave school, you see your uncles calling you, you will see people give you different ideas and stuff like that. It is full of options, but vision gives you focus. I told you there are different things that was drawn that came at me, different suggestions, different options. But because I have discovered my purpose and I have a clear vision of my life for where I'm going next 5 years, 10 years, I was able to choose what is right. Like I was able to focus regardless of the distractions around me. So it's important that as you're done with school now, craft a vision for your life. And in simple steps, ask yourself, what can I, based on my purpose, right? What I'm drawn to, where do I see myself in the next 5 years? Craft a vision for yourself. I did that in 2020 after my NYC. And I wrote some of the things I did. I wrote then. I wrote a vision for myself that by 2025, it was 2020 I graduated, I left NYC, right? March 2020. And I crafted a vision for the next 5 years. I wrote then that I want to become known for being a speaker on purpose, leadership, self-discovery, personal development, and productivity. I said in the next 5 years, I want to be known for that. That when they think about someone who talks about productivity, purpose, self-discovery, personal development, I want Mordecai Orimiladeye to come to their mind because I love to become a speaker. It's my passion, right? Also, I said I want to have written and published, and that's based on that. I'm currently doing that right now, right? I speak on those various topics. I'm invited to speak on that topic because, but it didn't start with just wanting to. It started with a vision, right? Second thing is that I said I want to write and publish 5 books. Then I've published, written and published 6 books, but it started with a vision that I captured in 2020. Also, I said I want to master digital marketing skills so that I can work from home because of my career path, because of the direction of my life. I knew that I can't really work in the like do the 9 to 5, normal 9 to 5, right? So I said I have to learn skills that will help me, and that's why in the first few months after graduating and leaving NYC, I spent time learning digital marketing. I took courses on, I learned, I'll talk more about that shortly, right? So I mastered digital marketing skills so I can work from home. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years, right? I said I'm becoming a certified life coach. Those are the visions I wrote then. I was just writing visions of what I want to do in the next 5 years. So sit down and write yours. I said I want to grow my organization to impact 30,000 students. We've impacted over 70,000 students currently. I said I want to build a team that is passionate about what we do. And we have build over 400, we have built a team that over 400 volunteers that involved in impacting lives and transforming lives across different states in Nigeria. I said I want to earn 7 figures, right? At that time, I was so broke, like like financially broke. Do you get the point of what I'm saying? Right? Because after school, no money was coming forth. Also, NYC, the allowance stopped. So, but from between then and now, because I saw it, I wrote it then that I'll be earning 7 figures, right? And I put in the work to actualize it. So the idea is that once you're done with school, some of you maybe I want to go for master. By in next 5 years, I want to have got my masters. In next 5 years, I want to have built a business. I told myself I'm going to build businesses too. I've built about 4 businesses now in the publishing, in life coaching, in motivational too, right? And even in digital marketing. The idea is that what do you see yourself? What can you see ahead in the next 5 years? Write it down. It may be 10. You may not be sure of how you actualize it, but write it down. Clarity of vision. Clarity of vision. So benefits of vision help you make better decision. If you know where you are going, it determines the kind of job you go for, right? The kind of interviews you go for. It determines the kind of friends you keep. It determines where you even relocate to or where you choose to stay. Having your understanding your purpose and vision, and also understanding your identity is great foundation to start building as you navigate life after school. Right? So that's the first thing. Now that you know that about the foundation now, understanding your identity, who you truly are, that you're a success, regardless of what you have gone through while you're in school, regardless of your struggles, and they don't define you. Also, that you discover your purpose, knowing that you're a problem solver. Also, capturing a vision for your life. What can you see in the next 5 years, right? Where do you see yourself being? Imagine in the next 5 years, what do you want to experience? Like, how do you want to be living in different areas of your life? Write it down, right? And let your vision be in line with your purpose, right? After doing that, now it's time to start building, right? It's time to start building. And how can you start building after graduating from university? The first that you must focus on skill development. Skill development. I'll share some 6 points now, right? And I'll end tonight's session. Now you must focus on skill development. Skill development. Don't forget that vision I talked about. After writing your vision, what I want to do in the next 5 years, place it where you see it every time, right? Write it somewhere, put it in your journal where you can see it every time, right? It's very important. So the next thing after that is now that you have a strong foundation now, next is to start building. And the first thing to do is that focus on skill development, right? Some of you, what you study in school is not what you want to do with your life. You just study because you went for it, because you just have to do it. Now it's time to start developing skills. Skills in line with your vision, skills in line with your purpose, skills in line with the demand of your world. School gives you a certificate, but life rewards you for competence. School gives you a certificate, but life rewards you for competence. I know everybody is going after certificate, they want to have certificate, but that's just in school. In life, even you have certificate, I don't have competence, no reward is coming to you. I remember one of my uncles told me that after he finished school, when he was in school, he was learning software development, right? After everything, the first job he got, they didn't ask him they didn't ask him what he studied in the school. They didn't ask him. He said that after a year of working that company in Lagos here, he said that his boss, one of his boss just told me, what do you even study in school? He graduated with a third class, right, in computer engineering, but he's at the top now because life they don't care about your certificate. I know it matters in some ways, right? But really, really, people care about your competence, the value you bring, the value you bring. The world doesn't pay you for what you know; it pays you for what you can do. In school, they pay you, they reward you or give you grade based on what you know. But in the real world, in life, real life, life rewards you based on what you can do, on what you can do. So your skills are your currency in the marketplace. So spend time, learn high demand skills, employability skills, learn it. Digital skills. I'll share some of those skills. There are different skills, right? There's hard technical skills, there's soft skills. So learn skills that are related to your purpose, that are related to your vision for life. For example, when I knew that where I'm going, I need to learn digital marketing. I spent time learning it. I took a course on Udemy for the next 6 months. But now I was not learning to pass. As I was learning, like I did in school, I was now learning to apply immediately. So I remember when I was doing digital marketing, I was applying to build money codes. And Mordecai grew from 5,000 or 10,000 followers to over 100,000 followers in 1 year across different countries in the world. Because I was not just learning to know, I was learning to do. Because life after school, they don't reward what you know, they reward what you do, like your competence. Your certificate is important, right? But in real world, back up that certificate with competence. Back it up with competence. So learn skills that relate to your vision and purpose for life. It may be digital marketing skills, it may be data analysis, it may be graphic design or UI UX design, it may be software development or coding, it may be project management. I've learned project management too. I remember because I know that I'm going to work on different projects for young people across different parts. I spent time learning project management. I took a course on it. I learned it. I mastered it. Right. So project management, copyright. I learned copywriting too because I know I have to sell myself. I have to sell some of the products I'll be creating, some of my services. So I spent time learning copywriting. I remember I had an higher education at that time where I would put it copywriting. I'll take different courses, watch different YouTube videos. I spent months after school, after NYC, right? Learn those skills. Even doing NYC, I was learning those skills, prepare myself to, right? So it may be accounting or financial modeling, public speaking, whatever skill you want to learn that relates to your vision, it's time to start learning it. But it starts with knowing your purpose and vision and then learning skills in line with it. And as you learn skills, don't learn skills to just know the skills, learn it to apply it, right? And there's also soft skills like communication skills, how to communicate, how to speak, right? You go for job interviews, you are going to try to sell your vision to people. You have to learn how to communicate, listening skills, right? Also, emotional intelligence because you are going to work with people in the workplace. You're going to work in teams. You must learn emotional intelligence, how to control your own emotions, and also you must learn time management. I'll talk about that shortly. You must learn leadership, right? You must learn critical thinking. Those are the things I learned. Some of the things I learned when I was done with school, as I prepare myself to navigate life after school. All right. So how are you going to go about this so you don't get confused? First, how to identify which skills to learn. First, look at your purpose and vision. What skills align with where you want to go? For me, it was project management, it was digital marketing, it was life coaching, it was public speaking. I even learned about emotional intelligence. I read books on it also. I learned about communication. So learn skills that apply to your vision and purpose. Some of you need to learn business skills too, right? But it depends on your vision. Don't forget, some of you, if what you study in school is what you're going to do in real life, right? Learn different skills that will help you perform that what you study in school in real life at a higher with a greater competence. Do you get the point get what I'm saying, right? So look at your purpose and vision. What skills align with align with where you want to go? If your vision is to be a global speaker, skills needed can be public speaking, content creation, personal branding. You need those things. So it's time to start learning, spend time with it. Also, how to identify which skills to learn. Check industry demand. What is trending in the job market? In whichever field you want to go into, what is currently trending there? Check out the market demands because if the market is demanding for a particular skill, it just takes that you must go and gain proficiency in that skill, competence in that skill, especially if it's in line with what you want to do or where you want to go with your life or in line with your vision for life. So, for example, tech skill and AI skills, they are really in demand currently across different industries. In fact, I use AI in different ways, right? Artificial intelligence. I'm currently taking the course on it and I'll be done soon. So, you guys, one of the things you can do is also find courses online. There are different courses. I can recommend a course by Phil Steven. That is the course I'm taking. It's called AI Literacy Academy, right? I'm taking the course. It's a almost 30 days or course like that, right? And it's helping me. So, learn AI Learn artificial intelligence. You know that you need it in different ways. Spend time learning it in crafting your CV proposal, different things. Spend time learning it. Learn in-demand skills, skills in life, your vision and purpose for life. So, uh, how to build these skills? Let me just keep all these ones, right? So, one thing you can do is that every 6 months, add or improve one skill. At the time, I learned digital marketing for about 6 months. After getting proficiency and also applying it, I remember at the time I learned web development because I had to build my own website myself. That's before I started getting teams to do all those things for me. Right? I learned about web development. I remember I spent months learning HTML, CSS, learning how to use WordPress. I was not just learning. I remember when I was learning WordPress website development. As I was learning it, I built by before I was done with the course. I already built 3 websites because I was not just learning it, I was learning and applying it. So, guys, whatever you are learning, don't just learn to learn it, learn to apply it, how it can be applied. In school, they reward you for grades. In real life, they reward you for competence, what you can do, right? Remember, the world doesn't pay you for what you know, it pays you for what you can do. The second thing you must do, the first is what? Develop skills, skill development. The second thing is that build a personal brand and digital footprint. It's very important. Build a personal brand and digital footprint. Personal brand is the story people tell about you when you are not in the room. For example, if you hear Mordecai Orimiladeye, something comes to your mind. Right? If you hear Elon Musk, something comes to your mind. If you hear Bill Gates, something comes to your mind. If you hear uh, tell me some names, right? Feladio to so a name comes to your mind. If I tell you that mention someone in the fashion industry, someone you say Figgy James. If I mention someone in entertainment, some of you can mention one of those actors or actors you know, right? In the music industry, some of you can mention specific people there. They built a personal brand, right? So personal brand is story people tell about you when you're not in the room. Now, you have a personal brand? You must be serious about. You must know that you are you are influencing people whether you like it or not. Now it's time to influence people in life, your vision and purpose for your life. So the story people tell about you when you're not in the room, that's your personal brand. So it's time to start building a personal brand, right? And also building a digital footprint, digital footprint, digital footprint. Digital footprint talks about is the trace you leave online when people search for you. When you are done with school, do this assignment, right? This task. Go to Google, press your name. You can go to Google and press my Mordecai Orimiladeye. What you see there was intentionally created by me. Do you get the point of what I'm saying? So it's time to build your digital. Imagine you go for a job interview, or you go for to submit a proposal or present something, and people search for you. What will they find? Will they find your memes everywhere? That you posting memes or anyhow comments, or see you with selfie on your profile picture, or see you with funny names on Instagram or Facebook. You know now there's if you want to employ you now, like some of them go. I remember that was when I went for Chivney, when I did Chivney scholarship to study masters in UK. They shared our online, we even submitted our social media links. So it's time to be intentional about your personal brand. And the best thing is that now you know your purpose and vision. Now it defines the kind of brand you want to build, what you want people to know you for. Do you get what I'm saying? So what do you want people to know you for? It's time to start building intentionally and also creating the right digital footprint in line with your purpose and vision. Imagine they go to they Google you and they are seeing different things. It can dissuade people from partnering with you. It can dissuade people from working with you. It can make you miss different opportunities. So please, you must build a personal brand and digital footprint. In today's world, if you're not visible online, you are almost invisible in opportunities. People will search for you, but what will they find when they search for you? That's why your Facebook, go and check out your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then rearrange everything, rebrand yourself, rearrange yourself, right? Rearrange yourself. And how will you go? How can you go about that? Decide your brand identity. Some of you don't have time for it when you're in school. Now you have time for it now. Spend time building your personal brand. And to do that, first decide your brand identity. What do you want people to know you for? For me, I wanted people to know me for someone that speaks about purpose, a speaker, an author, a life coach. That's what I wanted people to know me for. And I intentionally start building about. And Google me, you see everything. You see that it aligns, right? Decide your brand identity. What do you want people to know you for? Also, optimize your profiles across LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very important. Some of you have to spend time learning LinkedIn because there are people that have gotten different job opportunities from LinkedIn, but they position themselves well. They know what they want to do. Is it that they want to be serving, they want to become a writer, they want to help people write their books, they want to be known for helping people, maybe virtual assistant. They created a brand. What do you want people to know you for? Now, ensure you express it across different platforms. What I am saying, I'm not just saying it, there are things I have done. That's why I say go and check me out online, right? So Decide your brand identity. What do you want people to know you for? Have a clear message. For me, I'm committed to helping people discover their purpose, uh, maximize their potential, and align productively. That's what I'm about. I'm committed to inspire people to live the life they are created to live. So there should be something that people know you for. What is yours? Decide your brand identity. Number two, optimize your profile on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. And go and edit your profile. Edit it. That profile picture that you're doing selfie, change it. Take a professional picture. Put it there. Dress well, right? Because you are branding yourself. You are positioning yourself for what you want to do with your life or what you want people to know you for. Also, show your work online. Whatever you are doing, as you are learning skills, share online, right? As you are learning skills, as you are volunteering, because that's part of what you should do. Share online. Tell your story online. Maybe you encountered an issue today and how you overcame it. Share it online. As you're building, writing content, creating content around those things, the right people will be seeing you, the right people will be following you. You'll be building audience, and that's how you can navigate because you will attract opportunities in the process. Also, create a portfolio. Like as you're learning those skills you are learning, right? That I told you about skill development. Create a portfolio. If you are building website, have a portfolio of the website you are building. If you are into graphic design, have a portfolio so that when people see, beyond showing people your CV, they want to see your portfolio, right? What you have done, because they want to see what you can do. There are people that don't ask for your CV again. They just say, "What's your portfolio like? What have you done so far? The projects you have done." Take stock of everything, right? Communicate everything online too, right? And create all those your portfolio. Also, engage and add value. Don't just come online to just comment. Create value, create posts, engaging posts, create something, and also engage intentionally and strategically. You get the point of what I'm saying. Also, be consistent. Many people start and stop. Create structures. Maybe I'll post once a day or maybe 3 times a week, specific times. Create structures to ensure consistency. All what I'm saying, they are important as you navigate your life after school. So the second thing I said is what? Build a personal brand. And the interesting thing is that as you update your various social media pages and engage strategically and create content, you start showing up on Google search engine. You get so when people search for you, they'll be seeing everything what you have done. They'll be seeing all what you have done. You get what I'm saying? So it's very important. The third thing you must do is that learn learn financial literacy and independence. Learn financial literacy and independence. If the interesting is that school doesn't teach all these things, they don't teach you about finances, how to manage your finances, but they're important because you need finances, you need money to do many things. There are visions you have, there are skills you want to learn, you need money to do those things. Some of you try to NYC. If I'm not going for NYC, please create a way to save when you are doing your NYC. Maybe the little money you are earning, create a way to save. Why still building your skills, learning skills, right? But learn how to save. Track your expense. Some of you don't, when you're in school, you spend anyhow, but now you're on your own. Some of your mother and daddy have called that. See, don't ask me for money again. No, uncles and aunties believe that you're done with schools, your school. So please track your expenses. Don't spend money anyhow again. Don't spend it foolish. You have a vision and you have a purpose now. You are building skills. You need money to learn some skills. Thank God, some of the money I saved then, I used to pay for courses that I studied and learned that is now making me more money now. Do you get the point of what I'm saying? So please, life after school means bills. It means independence. It means money decisions. Without money skills, even the best degree and job won't save you from stress. Money, if you don't have money, it can be stressful sometimes. So please learn money skills, learn financial intelligence. It's very important. They didn't teach you in school, but teach yourself. Read books. I remember I was so poor. I have bad. Like I was not. I can say I was financially not unintelligent until and I was into debt. When you're done with school, you will see different investment opportunities. The little money you have, you'll be putting it there. I invested in different because I was not, although I was learning skills and building skills, but I was wasting the money because I didn't have financial intelligence. Until I started reading books, I made many mistakes. So I was in debt, right? Hundreds of thousands. That was in 2020. But after gaining, as I was building skills, I was gaining financial intelligence. I started reading books. I started following what I was learning in those books. I started asking questions from people who are financially more capable than I am, right? And I started learning things that apply to my life. For now, I track on my expenses. I started tracking my expenses, right? Everything I spend, I record it. So track your expenses. Know where your money goes. Someone will say, I don't know where the money went. You didn't track it. Also, save before you spend, right? Because you may want to take a course, you may want to go for a conference that is a paid conference. It's part of what I will share shortly. Save before you spend. Save before it's very important. You can open PiggyVest. I use PiggyVest. I start after the mistake I made financially. I created that PiggyVest and I've been using it well since 2020. So save before you spend. Avoid debt traps. Different thing will come to you. Loans. Run away from all those loan apps and all these things. Avoid overspending. Don't borrow money or borrow it intentionally, but don't really borrow money. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're going to spend it or waste it, right? Avoid debt traps and learn basic investments early, right? Investment doesn't mean investing in stock alone. You can also invest in yourself, buying books, things that will help you improve your skill, right? By taking courses too, right? The next thing you must do is that uh, master time management and productivity is very important. Oh, I skipped one. What I skipped was networking and relationship building. This time to build your network and relationship. Some of you are not intentional about doing that when you're in school. It's time to start doing that. There's some friends that work with me now. I met them when I was in school. There are people that that I'm currently working with. After school, I built this relationship. Relationship have exposed me to different things, has given me opportunities, have given me the first one of the first job clients we worked with in my company, Mordecai, was through a network. I built a relationship with someone, and the person they were looking for someone to work with them. And because I built a relationship with the person, and I knew myself, I have a brand already, so the person knew who I am because I've expressed this to the person, I've communicated to the person, so the person remembered me and connected with me, and that's how I got the first client for my business. And then till now, I'm still working with that person and several other people across different countries. So please, networking and relationship building is very important, right? Your degree is good, your skills are powerful, but relationship are the multiplier. It's not enough to have skills. It's not enough for you to have a degree. You must intentionally build relationship because your network, there's a quote that says your network determines your net worth. It's very true, right? See the people you spend your time with, right? You are the average of those people, right? So now it's time for you to be intentional about your network, right? Your degree is good, your skills are powerful, but your relationship are the multipliers. Most opportunities in life don't come through job, but they come through people. Most of the opportunities you get after graduating, it will come through people. So you must be intentional about connecting and networking with people. Uh, I would say that surround yourself with mentors, your peers, communities that challenge you, communities like Top Club. Thank God for friends, people that challenge me, friends like Wale, friends like John. I have these friends, some of them we connected in school, right? And they have helped me in different ways. I have current friends, several friends currently too, that we are doing big things together. So network, surround yourself with mentors, peers, and communities that challenge you to grow. Avoid toxic relationship that drain your focus. There are relationships that left alone when I finished school because I know this one is not leading anywhere. It will affect me if I continue this relationship. So take stock of a relationship, right? Vet your relationship. Who are the people like that? This one will not help me in my destiny, right? And don't forget, relationship is not just about what you can get; it's also about what you can give. It's about being mutual. Like it's mutual. It must be mutually beneficiary, right, to both parties. You get what I'm saying? So, choose friends that align with your purpose, right? Choose friends that align with your purpose, and build professional relationship from through LinkedIn, like different platforms you can build professional relationship. Attend conferences too. You can network with people, they connect with people. Conference that relates to where you are going, to your purpose, to your destiny, to your vision, right? Attend such conferences. Find mentors who are where you want to be. It's important. You will learn, right? Because whatever you want to do with your life now, they've done it already, most of it. So it's time to learn from them. So find mentors aligned with your purpose or where you want to be. Don't isolate yourself. Opportunities flow through people, right? Connect with people, network with people. It's very important. And also, I would say in any relationship or network, always ask yourself, how can I add value to this person? Not just what I can get. It's not about what you can get. How can you add value to people? How can you add value to people? And you can know the kind of value to add to people when you have understand yourself, you have discovered your purpose, you have skills, you are building skills because there are mentors that I have today that I got to connect with them through this the problem I could solve for them in one way, how I could serve them with my skills. But if I have not learned that skills, I won't have been able to serve them, I won't have been able to connect with them. Are you getting the point of what I'm saying? That's why skill development is very important. And also networking, network. It can be read books about it to learn more about how to go about it. You may say I'm introvert. No, that doesn't mean right. You want to do great things. Nobody does great things alone. In fact, your next job opportunities that you get can be from someone that you connected with, maybe when you are going out in a conference, in church, or wherever, right? So network strategically, learn the skills, right? But first, you must build yourself because most time it's easier to network when you say you are building something, when you say you are growing, when you say you know yourself. Because most people don't want to network, they hear networking and they be running about to network. No, you must know yourself. It starts with you before you start trying to get other people to join you or be part of your life. So please, you didn't learn it in school. It's time to start learning it now. Uh, the next thing is that master time management and productivity is very important because all these skill development, networking, All these things I'm mentioning, you need to master your time. You need to be productive to actually actualize them. It's not time to start playing and watching movies and watching different series because you're done with school. No, master time management. After school, no one's give you timetables. You must manage yourself. No one give you timetable that okay, lecture is 8 to 10. Now is to sit down, learn about productivity. Learn that when you wake up in the morning, this is what I will do for today. This is what I will do this month. This is what I will do this year. Are you getting my point? Right? So network master time management. And I've shared before, you can watch some videos on this channel where I talk about time management. As a time management is about self-management of right. If you can manage yourself, you can manage your time, knowing your peak hours. I remember when I was in university, I sleep like 4 hours. When I was done with university and when I continued, like it was affecting me until I now know that you have to be active, right? You can't just sleep for so short and then be drowsy throughout your day. Do you get what I'm saying? So learn your peak hours, mind yourself, mind your even your health self. It's important. Time management is very important. Mind your sleeping, mind your don't sleep too much too. It's very important because some people think they are done with school, they can sleep for how long. No, manage your time. Uh, Plan your week in advance. Block time for various things you want to do. You want to learn a skill, you learn a skill from social time, take a course from social time, intern or go for volunteer yourself. Master, plan your week ahead. Time block. Know your priorities. You should be in line with your vision and your purpose. Focus on what really matter. Like many people are when they are done with school, they're actually busy. Business doesn't equal to productivity. Business is about doing different things. Productivity is about doing the right things, things aligned to your purpose and vision for life. So focus on what really matters. It starts with vision and purpose, like I mentioned before. Also, master routines that align with your vision, right? Some of the routines that align with my vision is reading books. That's why I reading at least one book every month, reading books, right? Attending events, right? Attending conferences, reading books, watching YouTube videos, learning, taking courses, right? Having time to pray, having time to study the Bible, create routines around your life, align to your vision, having time to practice what you are building, right? So it's very important. Master time management and productivity, right? They didn't teach you in school. School help you to manage it in some way through all this your how they segment all your different courses and classes. But now it's time to manage yourself. Also, adopt and finally I will end with this: adopt growth mindset. It's very important. Adopt growth mindset. Growth mindset talks about is the mindset that says that I can improve, I can get better, that your skills can be improved. There's fixed mindset that says I can't improve, this is how I am, this is who I am. No, as you're done with school, it's time to adopt good mindset. It's time to know that you can improve, you can get better, right? That your talents can be developed, your skills can be developed, no matter how low you are currently in those skills or talents or abilities, you can improve, you can learn it, you can master it, right? So I would say that you must start. Part of the good mindset to adopt is that you must start embracing challenges. Challenge is going to come. You're going to face challenges as you look for try to get jobs, starting a business, and learning skills. You are going to face a lot of challenges, learning new things. You are going to face even trying to network with people. Don't say I can't network. No, learn it because it's important for your destiny. It's important for your future, for your vision for life. So adopt good mindsets, and part of it is embrace challenges, right? See failure as feedback. You are going to fail severally. I have failed severally as I navigate through. I failed the business. I remember the first business I started, right? The first client at the time, a client I got at the time in the beginning of when I started my company, Mordecai. After a whole month, they didn't pay me. It was so annoying. I had to pay my worker because I was learning that I don't let what happened to affect what I did, right? But I felt like this is going to fail. I'm not going anywhere again. But guess what? I learned the lessons. I started again. So you are going to face different challenges. You are going to fail at different things. But the idea is that as you fail, stand up again, rise up again. In school, they may reduce your grade if you fail and so on and so forth. But in life, as you fail, learn it. See failure as feedback and improve. Learn from your failure, improve, get better. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. As long as it's in line with your vision and purpose for life, keep trying, right? You can't get to success without failure. Failure and success, they're like two brothers or twins. You can't get one without the other. So see failure as feedback, learn from it and improve. Also, continuously learn, keep learning. I remember when I was done with school, a friend of mine in university called me and said, Monica, what are you doing? I said, I was reading. He was saying, how can you still be reading? The people are done with school. That's the idea. Most people think that when they are done with school, it's over. No. Don't let academics come on the way of your education. Academics is what they teach you in school. Education is what you teach yourself. Beyond school, learn. Keep learning. Keep learning. As long as you live, keep learning. Right? Keep learning. As you navigate through life, keep learning. Learn skills. Read books. Take courses. Improve yourself. Keep learning. It's a lifelong journey. Tell yourself that I'm going to read different books, like one book every month from now on. Don't say because you are done with school, that's all. No. Learn. Read. Read. About business. Read about purpose. Read about productivity. Read about finances. Read about relationships. Right? Read. Right? Keep learning. Keep learning. Also, try something or start something you have been procrastinating on. Some of you have been procrastinating on some things, right? It's time to try it. In school, when you're in school, you couldn't try those things. It's time to try it. Don't be afraid of failure. Try them. I remember I graduated from school in October, right? In December of that year, I did my first ever conference. Right? In just 2 months, I did my first ever conference. Over 70 or 80 young people were impacted through the program. I'll be the next year. I wrote my first book. Try things, especially if it's in line with your vision and purpose. Try it. You will fail, but you will learn, right? Uh, and as I round up tonight, I'll just give this final suggestion: take your life one project at a time. Never be idle. I know you have done with school, but don't be idle. Always take your life one project at a time. Never let anyone meet you idle. Always take your life one project at a time. If you're not learning a skill, be volunteering somewhere. If you're not volunteering somewhere, be building something. It may be content creation. It may be starting a YouTube channel. Always take your life one project. It may be writing a book. It may be always take your life one project at a time. Never be found idle. Never let someone meet you and say, "What are you doing?" I say, "Nothing." No. Especially if that is in line with your vision and purpose. Take your life one project at a time. It's time to build that organization. It's time to start learning that skill. It's time to start networking intentionally. It's time to sit down and understand your identity, understand your purpose, and craft a vision for your life. If you can do everything I've discussed so far, I'm sure you'll be able to navigate your life after school and go through life and become a success because you already have. I don't believe you have learned something tonight. If you've not learned anything, don't forget the first thing I say is that now you're done with school, the first is to sit down and learn about your purpose, understand your identity, craft out a vision for your life, at least for the next 5 years, right? And then after doing that, start developing skills that relate to your vision and purpose for life, right? Learn skills, hard skills, soft skills. Also, network intentionally, right? Build the right relationships, right? It's very important. Also, learn financial intelligence. Learn is very important. Learn how to manage money, how to multiply money. Also, adopt growth mindset. It's very important. See life as challenges will come for sure, but you have what it takes to overcome them. Challenges are the breakfast of champions. Challenges is going to come for sure. Several tests and exams in real life is going to come, but know that you have the capacity. Keep going through them, and I'm sure you are going to come out successfully. I want to believe you have learned something tonight, and I'm going to end tonight's session uh, 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 with this. Don't wait until life forces you to figure it out. Start now. After the session, write down your purpose. Spend time with yourself. Understand more about yourself. Craft that vision for the next 5 years and start taking action immediately. There's no time to waste. Life has already begun. It's time to start moving in direction of your vision and your dreams. So thank you all for joining. I believe you have learned something tonight. Till I see you. If you have questions, you can drop your questions. I'll come back and answer them. Maybe through the comments on the WhatsApp group, our community on Top Club. If you have not joined the community, I'll put the link in the caption. Do well to join. Till I see you in our next session in September. Keep living productively. Keep living purposefully. Good night.